Okay, so our article starts out today by kind of introducing what we're talking about. It says, people have great ideas for inventions all the time. Now, of course, an invention is a new useful machine or tool that has been created or designed. Now, every product we used was at one time an invention because there was someone who thought about it for the first time, right? So your smartphone was a few years ago an invention. It didn't exist 30, 40 years ago, but then somebody thought, hey, why don't we have a little phone that we can do everything on our computer on? So it was an invention.
And the computers, the internet, even the light bulb as well.
Exactly.
These were all really great inventions that we still use today.
Exactly.
Okay, next in the article it says, sadly, not all of these end up being successful. So yeah, we were just talking about really successful ones that we really need and that really, really worked. But some of them don't end up very, very successful.
Like the shoe umbrellas.
Yeah, like the shoe umbrella. And then here we saw the phrase end up. To end up, it means to finally be in a place or a certain situation. Now, it can be a negative or a positive thing as well. For example, I can say he ended up working for Google after all that hard work. That's a very positive thing.
Yeah.
But you can also say she ended up lost because she didn't follow the map.
Oops.
So it can also become kind of negative as well.
Unless you like getting lost, and then it's a good thing. All right, so let's talk more about some of these inventions, these not very successful inventions. It says, in fact, many more, that's inventions, fail than succeed, either because of a problem with the idea or an error in the design. Now, a couple of words we need to look at here. We have been talking about the word successful. We're going to learn about the verb form of that adjective. It's succeed. Now, when you succeed, you have done what you wanted or tried to do, or you've just made something happen, or you've made something become possible. For example, Jeremiah has been working on this puzzle for 2 weeks. He finally succeeded in finishing it this morning. Must have been a hard puzzle.
Okay, let's take a look at our grammar point here. We see either A or B, okay? Either A or B means 不是 A 就是 B. It means that you can choose A or B. For example, I can say you can choose either chocolate or strawberry ice cream. It means you have the freedom to choose this one or that one, A or B. There's another one here. It says not only A, but B. You can also say not only A, but also B. And this means that you can choose both A and B. So I can say you can not only have chocolate ice cream, but also strawberry ice cream. Means you can have both of these choices as well.
Okay, so we are talking about the reasons some of these inventions don't really succeed. Now, we could say that it was a problem with the idea, maybe just like the idea, they didn't think about it enough, right? Or it could be a problem with the design or an error in the design. Now, design is a noun here, and it's talking about the way something has been planned and built, or how it looks, what features it has, how it works, all these different things that make a product work. For example, we could say, I love the design of this couch. It looks so modern, but also comfortable. So maybe it has nice big pillows and it's soft.
It's good for your back, stuff like that.
Yeah.
All right, so here in the article says Samuel West's Museum of Failure in Helsingborg, Sweden is filled with products that just didn't hit the mark. Okay, so yes, you know, people might have really great ideas, but they probably didn't really do so well in the execution. It means that they didn't really do so well in making the design and making it really work perfectly. So in Sweden, we have a really, really fun museum. It's the Museum of Failure. Now, we keep saying failure. What does failure mean? It's a noun, and it means when you fail, it means you didn't succeed.
Right.
So it wasn't successful. So a failure is something that is not successful.
That's right.
All right, for example, we can say James didn't practice for his driving test, so his test resulted in a failure. It means that he didn't spend maybe too much time, learning how to park or driving around. So he was not successful in his test, in his driving test.
He has to do it again. All right, well, we saw that this museum in Sweden is filled with products that failed at being successful. So we use this phrase, be filled with. When one thing is filled with another thing or things, it is full of those things. So one thing is taking a lot of space in a place. So in other words, we can talk about having a cup filled with water or a building filled with people, for example. So at night, your school is not full of people, but during the day, it is filled with people. Here's another example sentence. This pencil box is filled with old broken pencils. I can't find anything useful in it.
I think it belongs in the museum then. All right, so what is it the museum has? The museum has a lot of products that were failures. So a product here is something that you make or you grow, and then it is used to be sold or used. So usually companies make products.
Right.
For example, I know a lot of us use this. We use Apple products. And basically, these are things that Apple makes for people to use. So this includes, of course, the iPhone, the MacBook, the iPad, and the iWatch, whatever new thing that they have. So those are the things that Apple makes for us to use. For example, we can also say the company is concentrating on developing new products. So they're focusing on making new things for people.
Right, okay. So we did see another phrase in that sentence. So we were talking about how these products failed to hit the mark. Now this is a phrase that we're going to take a little bit more time to talk about. So we're going to go away for now and we'll be right back in a second.